So hello, my name is Dark Moon Doll, better known as Trina as well. Today I'm going to be doing somewhat of a tutorial on how I draw a portrait, and this is for my patron on Patreon. Her name is Lady Fire of Poetry, and I wanted to create this portrait for her in order to show my appreciation for her supporting my Patreon. And you guys can support my Patreon if you're interested. You can donate as little as $1 to my Patreon a month, and then I will do special things for you, showing off my artistic gifts to help you, to give to you, to show you how I create my art, and to show you that the reason why I mainly create my art is because I have PTSD. I'm a military veteran, and I create art because it's therapeutic. So that's what I encourage people to do if they want to try it. I'm not going to force people to do art, but if they want to try it, I think it'll be a great and healing experience for them. So yeah, so today I'm going to draw a picture of Lady of Fire Poetry. I'm not going to finish it all in one video. I don't have my sketchbook with me, but I do have some printer paper, but I'll end up transferring the drawing onto better paper. This will just be a sketch of it. So this is her. This is her beautiful face. I'm really looking forward to it, starting it. Let me show you. I have a drawing board that I'm going to place it on, and I'm just going to put it on my lap while I draw. So that might be easy for me. Maybe not easy for you, but easier for me. Let me scoot back a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put down the tripod so you can see it better, see what I'm doing better. Yeah. And in just one moment, I'll be right back because I'm going to straighten it out more. Hello, I'm back. So I've got a pencil, and I've got some colored pencils, a regular drawing pencil, and some colored pencils, and I have a pencil sharpener that I'm emptying out onto the floor now. So, yeah, I'm going to get started. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to lower down the tripod so you can see what I'm doing. I'll just lower it down so you can see on my lap what I'm doing. And I'm drawing on just regular printer paper because that's all I have right now. I left my sketch pad in the car, and my husband's at work, so so this is the drawing I'm working from. I've done portraits before. In the past, people have asked me to draw for them, draw their face, and I've done it. I've done commission pieces, but I don't have recorded all of how I do the process, so this will be interesting. I'm going to lower the tripod down now so you can see just more closely what I'm doing, if you can. And I'll lift up the paper as I'm drawing. So this is different for me because I've never drawn while people were watching me. So I just thought I'd do it anyway. So first what I'm going to do is start off with just the basic shape of the head. So I'm just seeing the basic shape of the head. And the whole head's not in here, but that's no big deal. I can just fill in whatever I need to fill in. This is just a basic sketch here, and you know, I could come in and do extra stuff to it. And I love her dreads. Her dreads are beautiful. Let's see. Just get an idea of where the dreads are going to lie on the paper. Let's see. She's got long dreads. Long, beautiful dreads. Okay, so some of her hair is coming to her eye. I'll decide later on whether or not I want to keep it like that. When I do portraits too, I kind of I look at what's there, but then also I kind of get a gist of what I want to put there that'll look right. So there. And then this is going to be the chain, which I'll develop more. I'm just kind of giving an idea of where the chain is going to be. And then she's got some of her dreads here coming towards her chest, covering part of the chain. Let's see. So that's a little bit of that showing. Some more of her hair needs to come over here. There we go. So that part of the chain is barely showing. There. So this is just basic sketch. of what I do when I'm doing a commission piece for a portrait. But other than that, if it's a stream of consciousness drawing, then it's different. So this is so I just want to do the eyes. Her eyes are big. She's got nice big eyes. They're beautiful, beautiful eyes. Really, a lot of kindness in the eyes too. I can see when I look at it. That's one of the reasons why I love doing portraits. I love seeing the expression in people's faces. It's just beautiful sometimes, man. Especially when the person is just really a good soul, like this person is, I can tell. So there's one eye. Let's do the other eye. Try to like even it up, make it about the same shape. Doesn't always turn out perfect, but you know, just take your time with it, and it'll turn out okay. So here's another eye. She's looking upward, it looks like. So, and then let's get the nose in there. Just kind of a nose similar to mine, somewhat similar to mine, but not quite. Here we go. So this is not like an end-all be-all. Remember, this is just a sketch, so this is just the beginning of it all. So see how she has a little bit of a smile. Making her face too big there, so come in with that. And then bring the hair down more. And let's get the smile in there. A slight smile with their lip. Middle part of the lip there. And then let's see. Her lip goes like that. There. And then like there. And then when I put the color in there, it's really going to develop and make things pop. Right now, it's not really looking exactly like her. But it will get like that once I fill everything out. So she has nice full lips. And there's her eyebrows there. Okay, we got eyebrows. I like making eyebrows. Whether they're thick or thin, I like doing eyebrows. It can be really expressive. So yeah, that's so far so good. I don't know how far I'm going to go with this today, but this is just like I said, this is not going to be on just, I'm going to use it on regular paper. Okay, I don't have an eraser on this. Oh well, I'm so used to using a pen when I draw. I decided to use a pencil to start off. So, okay. This is looking cool already so far, even though it's just a little sketch. So, show you what it looks like so far. So far it looks like this, which, you know, of course it looks nothing like her yet. It looks like a ghost of her image. So let's just keep going with it a little bit. The eyebrows, don't have to worry about that too much because I'm going to come in and do more with that later. Like I said, this is just a first sketch because there'll probably be a second sketch when I put it on the better paper. So let's see. Let me just flesh out the tones of her face with some of these colored pencils here. And let's see. However much we get done, we get done. I'm going to start off with this. What color is this? What color is it saying it is? Weird. What's that color? Oh, terracotta. Terracotta. Let's do some terracotta. So I'm just going to come in and just lightly color it. Lightly shade it in, the color in. I don't want to go in too dark. With colored pencils, it's a medium that for me, with my experience with it, is that you want to come in light and not dark. If you come in dark, it's hard to erase it, get it off, lift the color. Drawing is so much different than painting. With painting, like with acrylic paints, you can lift the color easily off by just adding more paint on top, you know. But with watercolors too is different. Watercolor is kind of similar to colored pencil, because with watercolor paints, you really do want to start off with a lighter color first before you get into the darker colors. So let's just do that. There. Drawing's always been really relaxing to me. I've always loved drawing. It's a great way of distressing and unwinding for me. Unwinding from the day, or unwinding from a stressful moment, even. So, this is looking. Just getting the basic color. I like to put down a foundation color for the skin tone, and then I start adding other colors into it to mix it up and to make the skin texture look more tangible, real. Like you can touch it. There's some really good artists out there doing a lot of really great portrait work. I really liked the portrait work of Andrew Wyatt. He did this series of portraits and figure drawings of this woman called Helga, and it was called the Helga paintings and drawings. He did really cool drawings of her and did really cool watercolor paintings of her as well. And the watercolor paintings, I think he was the specific artist that would use I think it was an egg white wash on the watercolor paintings. I guess that's how they gave it its look. So yeah, I love to draw. Drawing faces is fun. I started getting out of drawing faces at one point in my life because I started off drawing the human face. That was the first thing I started doing when I started doing art, was the face. And I got so into it, trying to get all the expressions just right and to create what I saw before me as best as I could. I used to get really frustrated a lot when I would draw because not all the time would things turn out the way I wanted it to. So as I'm heading into the chin area, I'm making it a little bit darker. So this is what it's looking like so far. And as you remember, this is the original drawing. So we've got a ways to go. See, I'm just filling in the basic color of the skin. And coming up underneath the chin, making it darker, because you can notice that it's darker underneath the chin when you're drawing a face. And then after you get a little bit further under the chin, it gets a little bit lighter. The colors lighten up a bit. So that's how you can create the light and shadow effect. At least that's how I've learned how to do it. I'm not saying I'm the best or anything. It's just, that's just what I've learned how to do. So, and with portraits, a lot of times, sometimes I would be like, oh wow, this looks nothing like the person. But then when I give them the drawing, they're like, wow, this looks just like me. So you never know how people are going to respond to what you draw. And also, I'm a perfectionist, so I'll come back and work on it so many times until I get it to exactly the way I want it to look, I didn't think it would be easy to draw while recording because I get into another world when I'm drawing, and I didn't think that I could fully concentrate on you, the audience, but it seems like it's working out okay. So, getting the basic colors in. It seems like her dreads come into, into her chest area that way, and not much of her chest is shown. It's just mainly her face and her hair and a little bit of her chain. So, just gonna do that. Mix that in there. So now the fun part begins. I'm going to get a little more detailed with her eyes, so it doesn't look like she's got dark circles under her eyes. It's just the shading, the shadow, the way the light is hitting her face. That's why it appears that she has like dark circles under her eyes. So none to fear, I will be correcting that as I go. I'm liking it already. So we'll just come in and do the basic color on the lips. Make it a little bit darker. Now, when you draw lips, if you're interested in knowing this, the top lip is usually darker than the bottom lip. The bottom lip is usually lighter, has more highlights on it. the top lip is going to be darker, a little bit darker. So that's what works for me. I did take some art classes, if you guys are wondering. If you don't know, I've talked about it before, but I've taken art classes, and it did help with the basics. I don't think it's absolutely necessary to take an art class, but it helps with the basics, with color theory and things of that nature, light and shadow perspective, learning how to do 2-point perspective, 3-point perspective, learning how to just learning all kinds of different techniques as far as art goes. And when it all comes down to it, when it's all said and done, she's got a little bit of like, she's like smiling a little bit there. Then when it's all said and done, it all comes to practice. You could take all the art classes as you want, but if you don't practice, then you're not really going to get any better. So you just keep just having fun with it. And I guarantee it, the more you have fun with it, the more your art will improve, because you'll look forward to doing it. So I'm going to just do her eyes, kind of using this basic color, and then I'm going to come in and put some other colors in there to define things a little bit more. So let's do, I'm going to get a little bit darker on the eyes if I can. Is there any dark brown in here? Please say there's dark brown in here. Dark brown, where are you? Oh, you have no lead in you. So I'm going to need to grab the pencil sharpener here. Here we go. So my battery is out of energy. I'll show you what I've done so far, and we'll conclude this another day. And this is how far I've gotten so far on the portrait of Lady Fire of Poetry. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for the like. Saying I'll see you guys soon, and I'll continue this project tomorrow. Alright, stay creative. Peace.